Hello everyone, hope all of you are fine and great. And today in this video, we'll be discussing about how you need to start preparing for your law college's ka interview process right from your beginning stage and until your interview preparation stage, how we're supposed to complete that entire circle. We'll be discussing in much brief and much detail today. Now, why am I taking this particular video session for most of you guys that, especially these law aspirants or people like you who have been applying for different kind of law colleges, and if you're preparing for interview, this video is going to be a boon for you because I'm going to tell you on what are the steps, what are the strategies you need to keep in your mind while you start preparing for it. Now here is a small word of caution, guys. Please do make sure that you start preparing for your interview, or else along with that college ka entrance exam right from the beginning. Do not keep it for the last moment. Like, I have come to this interview consultancy or like the services from a very long period of time, and I've seen genuinely that many students literally crying out just for the sake that they didn't start that initial preparation at the very beginning stage. So that same mistake you should not repeat. So you have to make sure that you start preparing right from today. As soon as you're watching this particular video, you can start preparing for your college entrance exam or interview, but this video is morely focused about how you need to prepare for your law college ka interview. So let's get started with the first important aspect which I want to share with all of you is about these are the important checklists you need to keep in your mind. How to getting ready for the interview, researching the law school and the interviewer's process, creating a portfolio, practicing for the interview, preparing for the interview day, following up after the interview. So these are the major elements which we'll be discussing for today. Now, let's get started with the first important point. I've just made pointers. Get a book and pen, okay? So each point I'm going to tell you, I want you to write and understand what I'm explaining to you. Okay, first point is getting ready for the interview. The first step in preparing for your law college ka interview is to take the time to understand the expectations of the interviewers as the law college itself. So it's very important, whichever law college you're going to apply, whether it could be the colleges, government colleges in India, or it could be the private colleges in India, or the colleges in abroad, it is very important for you to take some time every day, research about that particular college, create a checklist. Okay, in India, I feel that I have to apply for Christ, I have to apply for Symbiosis, I have to apply for NLU. These are my checklist. Take a paper, write it down, and keep in a separate folder for it. Got it? Very simple. You're going to open a paper and you're going to write 5 to 6 top law colleges, of which are the law colleges you want to enter. You're going to make a checklist. That's it. See, along with the interview, I'm giving you extra tips. Okay, so you have to thank me for that. So make that and then try to understand what is that college's vision, mission, what are the publications done by that particular colleges, what are the faculty members of that particular colleges, and make sure that you make a checklist, or it could be even the placements, or what are the internship facilities provided by that particular colleges. Is that a college collaborating with other kind of international collaborations with different other universities, or are there any kind of collaboration with other particular firms? If you feel that it is there, then it is the right time for you to make a checklist. So that is the first point for you, that is about creating or getting ready for the interview is your first point. Now here comes to the second important point: researching the school and the interviewers. Research the school and the interviewers to get an idea regarding the process of an interview. Now here comes to the second point: researching about the interviewers. So in certain colleges, before you go for applying for the interview, or in general, you must know your interviewer very well. See, I say this principle always, yeah. See, before you go to, if you want to go to a war, you must know what, you must know the tactics or the tactics involved in that entire process of that war. Okay, so you have to spy inside, you have to look how the entire process goes, come outside, then you have to shoot. Similar way, same principle, I'm telling you literally the same principle you need to apply here. Okay, if you know that, just go to a particular college and look into the faculty profile. Okay, got to do. For example, if you want to go to Christ, or if you want to go to Symbiosis, any college, go to the faculty profile, see the list of faculties over there. Try to see what are these faculties specialized on, and try to understand, because these teachers are itself going to interview, right? At least here and there, teachers, and you are try to understand who are the teachers who try to basically ask you the interview questions. If you do not know, also try to call up your seniors from that particular college or alumni from that particular college, and generally ask them who conducts the interview. They won't tell any particular teacher's name, but you'll understand list of faculty members from which particular domain they're asking you the interview question. So you just need to go to that faculty profile, and then what you need to do is that you just need to make sure that you start preparing it. How will you prepare? I'll just show you an example now. Okay, for example, symbiosis, symbiosis faculty members. Okay, so now you can understand these are the list of faculty members. There are, okay, you can see all these list of faculty members. Okay, so now these faculty members will provide you an idea. Okay, these could be the members who could interview you, or these are just the academic council members. Now, if you understand or get into their own particular domain, with fact symbiosis, law school, uh, law school. Let me go a little more specific over here. Yeah, listen. Now you can see, right? Integral, the faculty research profile. So now these are the list of faculty members. Look into their background and see which background are these people coming from and what are the research these people have done. Okay, if it's, for example, any particular teacher, if they have specialized in a particular field and you are applying, and if you're telling that in your interview that, I would like to specialize in this so and so particular field, you will surely get questions from that particular domain of that particular teacher's kind interest. So it's very important you try to research about a faculty profile in much more detail. So that is a tip which I just want to share with you. But keeping these points in your mind plays a very important role for your interview preparation. Now, certain colleges, while applying, not certain, most of the colleges, you go through that first application process, in that application process itself, because when I am an interviewer, me being a teacher, if I'm interviewing you, what details I have in my hand? I have your application. Got it. Your application or your particular resume. For example, some college they ask to submit the resume also, right? Whereas some college they don't ask to submit the resume. So you need to mention your academics, achievements, extra co-curricular activities, what are the initiatives you have taken. All this you need to mention. Where? In your application or in your resume. Most of the students they leave it blank. They're like, oh, no time, no, I will not do it. This is the biggest mistake done by students. Yeah, ऐसे mistake mat karo. ऐसे mistake mat karo, please. So I want you to take your time, take up that initiative of creating a very good profile and reviewing it. How will you review? Make analyze what are what's achievements which all you need to mention, and then you need to mention in your entire CV or resume, as well as for your interview preparation. These kind of questions, if interviewers they'll be really impressed. So creating a profile plays a very important role. It's about creating a portfolio. Now here comes with the practicing for the interview. That means what? As you understand now, if today is your interview, 1 month before itself, it's very good that you start practicing for the interview, or a prior couple of months or prior couple of days. As soon as you're seeing my video, you need to start preparing for it. So you need to start with your basic interview questions which they can ask for the interview, like self introduction. They normally ask about that college portfolio, what kind of questions you can ask about the law related basic questions which you need to prepare. Those kind of questions also you need to prepare in a very structured manner. Please please take some time for yourself and prepare for it, because if you want to go to your dream college, you have to put extra effort of hard work. When people are sleeping, you need to wake up and you need to also mentally prepare. That is a motivational advice. Oh, that's a heavy motivational advice I just gave it to you. But make sure that you start preparing, practicing right from today. And every element of the interview, I've made a couple of mini videos. You just need to watch it, that's it, and start preparing on a regular basis. And whenever you have doubt, you can drop it in the comments. So the next important aspect is preparing for the interview date. See, on the day of an interview, it is very important for you to carry out all your important documents, necessary documents, materials, or copy of your resume, or all the materials which that particular law school have asked you in specific. So make sure that you prepare a checklist, keep the documents in your hand. I've seen many of the students, they fail to carry this particular documents, and interviewers were literally reluctant. They said that we don't want such kind of students in our college. Please, because they have created that such kind of mentalities in the interview, so that they have created a notional mindset that this student does not have the capability of remembering the basic elements of the interview, as well as basic elements of admission process. Then why should we give the admission? They have literally scrapped it. So same mistakes, you don't try to repeat it. I know you're a good boy, you are a good girl. You will start preparing and carrying out all this kind of documents. Now following up after the interview, once the interview is over, make sure that you follow up with this law school and thank them for the interview time. And this will demonstrate your professionalism and show that you are serious about attending the law school. Make sure that you follow up questions. At the end of the interview, they might ask you a question, do you have any questions for me? At that point of time, you can ask questions pertaining towards that particular college, not about stating about that, sir, can you tell me how my interview was? And following up of the interview also means that, after the, if certain colleges even provides their Gmail ID, you can still be in touch with them and you can ask about the result, dates, or this not. So, or else if you come to be very close with that particular faculty member, yes, still you can follow up through other mechanism. That mechanism tips I'll be just telling later. But as of now, I just want you to remember all this for 7 to 8 tips in your mind while preparing for your interview preparation, because that is a very important role. Now, along with that, I will also be showing you guys, I've made a course which is in specific for the law school ka interview preparation. That is about getting into your dream law school, expert interview preparation and advice. Myself being an interview consultant, I've just made how you need to prepare for your law school ka interview, detail part by part, how to use winning moves in an interview, because law school ka interview is pretty hard. That's the reason I genuinely want to make this particular course and help you out. I'll also be coming regular live sessions for you. I'll also be providing you where to find out the current affairs, how you need to use expert technique, and we can also have a group session, one to one, where I genuinely want to teach you out. And I'll be dropping this link in the description box. Surely you can reach out to me, and it's my profile over here, and you can see all my what the testimonials of my previous students who have attended my interview sessions, and all the materials you'll be getting up, I've just covered up. And also be providing a certificate once you complete this particular course. It is only for a limited period of time. Yes, if you see that link, that means that yes, this course is still active. It's on process when I'm accepting students. So if it's not there, then no, it's not there. So that's all for today's video. Hope you like it, and catch you all for the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, wish you all the best, and good luck.